Hi. It's been a hot minute. There's been a lot that's changed in the recent past, and probably too much for this video. That's probably not why you're here, but yeah. Hi. Welcome back. What's happening, guys? It is Matt here from Sophisticated Obsession. It's even nice just saying those words again. It has been so long. I'd love to say that this is going to be a regular thing, but I just don't know. The time that I'm coming back is also one of my favourite times of the year. That's right. It's the city exclusives, baby. Before we get into this city exclusive, we also do need to just kind of go over the ground rules of what is a city exclusive fragrance. Well, if you are wondering about that, then you have come to the right place, buddy. So the city exclusive, this is a fragrance that is native to one country and one country alone. Estee Lauder, since they have bought Le Labo, it has become a lot more widely accessible, and you can get it from various department stores, and so department stores will not have a city exclusive fragrance. These fragrances can only be bought in that specific boutique. So if you want, for example, Vanille, you're going to have to make your way over to Paris to actually pick up a bottle of that scent. However, because these beautiful people at Le Labo are not monsters, for 1 month only, every single year, they will then open up their city exclusives so you can then purchase them anywhere in a boutique or also online. So we are going to be heading to the city of Mexico, and today we are going to be reviewing Coriandre. Are we like good and ready? Let's get to this. There we go. Coriandre 39. The number on a Le Labo fragrance is not the number or the order in which fragrances came out. That seems to be like a myth that has then suddenly came out, but it's actually the number of compounds that go into creating this one scent. So there is 39 elements that go into making up this concoction, this compound, okay? Coriander is just one of those 39 elements. Simple enough? Yeah, cool. The other fragrances, we don't really know what is going on in there. Obviously, I'm going to assume that there are plenty of musks going on in here, that seems to be kind of like the DNA of Le Labo, that they base a lot of their fragrances on like musks to give it sort of like longevity and body. Now, I have to say, Coriander as a note, I find a little bit testing in culinary experience. I really enjoy Coriander, but when it comes to actually the smell and the scent of it, let's be honest, guys, Coriander smells of curry. Like, who actually wants to spend their time smelling of curry? Anyway, that's enough yapping on. Let's actually just get to smelling the fragrance and see what it's actually going to do on skin. Le Labo have really improved these like tester tubes. The tester atomizer used to be woeful. Wow, I'm already getting that. Actually, that's really different to what I thought it was going to smell like. That's really different. Okay, so that's not going to help you guys, me just saying it's really different. So what I get here is zestiness, a lime type of smell. It smells a lot more acidic than it being a lemon. I find that lemon is a little bit sweeter, whereas I think that this is quite sharp. There is an element of spiciness here, but it's more herbaceous than that. It actually, I would say, is more floral than anything, which is really strange. There's a beautiful note in here that I want to say is something like honeysuckle or jasmine. Jasmine from Le Labo is absolutely stunning, which is kind of strange because on the whole, I don't really like floral notes. It kind of just turns to wine on my skin, but I like smelling them. The jasmine that they use in Le Labo perfumery seems to work really well with my skin chemistry rather than kind of going to that acidic, winey, sort of like vinegary smell where I'm just going, oh my god, I feel like a cat has just peed on me. This, I mean, I'm hoping is going to develop in the same sort of way. There's a lot of musks going on, which is giving it a really nice creamy base. I want to say leaning more to being feminine. This is not spicy or oody, it's clean, fairly classical in the sense that it smells almost like a little bit of like that barbershop quality that people really like. This fragrance is combining a lot of elements that you would actually find in Mexican culinary experiences. Lime, obviously coriander. It doesn't smell of curry. And that was probably one of my biggest things where I was going, am I going to smell like I should be dipped in, like, I was going to say dipped in poppadom, but that doesn't make sense. That was going to sound so good, and my brain just went, nah. What I'm now going to do is I am now going to leave this for a further half an hour or so that then the head notes can kind of like evaporate, dissipate into the air, and I can then be left with more of the heart notes. So, I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, we're back. Let's get into some heart notes. What I'm now kind of getting is more of a soapy, clean quality. So you know what I was saying about that kind of barbershop smell of like really, really clean, fresh, almost like fresh linen. That now has gone a little bit more into like aldehyde. There still is some lovely kind of like clean elements to this that I think comes from this abundance of citrus. At the base, we still have those really like creamy musks that are just kind of like holding this and just giving it a nice balance to the fragrance. It smells fairly linear in how that this is developing, but it is still a beautiful scent. The citruses are starting to die down, which is what citrus does. Citrus on the whole doesn't last very long. There's still the herbaceous elements that are like very green. Like what I was saying before, this is coriander leaf. This isn't like ground coriander or dried coriander where it smells incredibly spicy. This is a very green take on coriander. And I think that actually it's a really nice representative of Mexico. And it's also a really nice fragrance to wear in heat. This doesn't sit really cloying. It's really fresh. So in high heat, you're gonna feel comfortable when wearing this fragrance. Okay, I'm gonna leave this now for a further hour to now see how this develops into its base notes. So, I'll see you in a bit. Let's get into these base notes. I feel like I've smelt this before, but I can't think where. It smells like a fragrance that wasn't a fragrance. It isn't a fragrance that's in my collection, because if it was, I'd be able to go, oh, it's that. It's not. I mean, it's a cleaning product. I'm sure of it. I'm putting some shade on this because it sounds very derogatory for this scent, you know, going, oh, you smell like soap. I thought that this was going to then kind of just blend into creamy muskiness and that's it. But I'm still getting a lot of those floral elements, like a little bit of that kind of like jasmine, like it's a warm summer's day. You're staying in a luxury villa and you open your doors for the first time and you just get a bouquet of these wonderful tropical smells mixed with like your sun cream. Actually, sun cream is quite a nice way of kind of describing this, because it's not like cheap, nasty, greasy sun cream that your parents wiped over your face when you were younger. This is quality. I really like this. Trying to stick to the city exclusive theme, but I would say if you were a fan of Limette, that I believe is from San Francisco, don't quote me on that, but I think it is, or Citron as well from Seoul, I would say if you're into those, or if you've smelt those in the past, this might also pique your interest. From the mainline collection, it's kind of hard to say. I'd probably say that the one that is closest to it, but not really, is Bergamot, and that's only because of the citrus elements. But I would say that Bergamot is more lemony. It's more lemony, it's more green. I would say that there is a lot more woodsy backdrop to this fragrance, whereas I would say that with Coriandre, it's more herbaceous. This smells cleaner. It smells almost watery, and actually kind of like when you really bury your nose into it, it's actually quite sweet. When I'm hearing Coriandre is going to be the note, I would have never have thought of it being a sweet fragrance. So yeah, that's taken me by surprise. Well done, Labo. Well done. So there we have it. That is my first review in probably about like 2 years. I hope that you have enjoyed it. I have been fairly out of whack, and that probably shows on camera. So thank you for persevering and humouring me through this. If you guys are still with me to the bitter end, thank you for sticking through it. You guys deserve a medal. I hope to be back, but for whatever it is, I will see you when I see you. Thank you for stopping by. Have a great day, and I'll see you later. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.